Underrated coasters are something I've rarely talked about on this channel. To me, these are the coasters I never hear anyone talk about, although my experiences on them far blew my expectations. As of August 2021, I've ridden 137 different coasters, and have picked out a solid 10 for today's video. With that said, here are the top 10 underrated coasters I've ridden as of 2021. Number 10. Sierra Sidewinder. I can bet you that almost every YouTuber that has made an underrated coaster list has had Sierra Sidewinder somewhere in their video. Like seriously, just because it's located in Camp Snoopy doesn't mean it's a kiddie ride. It's one of the best coasters at knots, as the spin can be really intense and can leave many feeling a bit disoriented. Either way, this is only taking the number 10 spot because many enthusiasts have recently talked about this ride, and thus it's not as underrated as it once was. Number 9. Viper. Although I definitely need a reride on this Aero Mega Looper, Viper is an awesome experience full of positive G's and inversions. The ride's also been getting a lot more attention as of recently, averaging anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour wait, even on the weekday in the middle of school. It's great to see the ride now receiving positive comments, some even saying it's the best ride in the park. I don't see the park planning to tear down Viper anytime soon, and I'm personally glad this coaster's staying around. Number 8. Superman Escape from Krypton. Just to be clear, Superman is only making the list because of the new LSM launch system the ride received for the 2021 season. The trains always make it to the red section of track now, and the launch definitely is a low kick to it. The ride's also really only good if you sit in the front seat, so make sure to wait the extra couple minutes for the only experience worth waiting for this coaster. Number 7. Titan. I don't know why I love Titan so much, as it's basically the same ride as Goliath, which far lacked the intensity compared to this ride. Sure, the drop still had no airtime of any sort, but I did get a good 3 or 4 seconds of floater air over that long drawn out airtime hill. Both helixes are also super intense, obviously causing me to gray out. Overall, maybe just because I need a reride on Goliath, but Titan is definitely a coaster that I never hear anyone talk about, which deserves more attention than it gets. Number 6. Giant Dipper. Talk about a classic coaster. Giant Dipper is over 100 years old and still running great to this day. The whole ride is pretty smooth, with a classic wind coaster rumble. The airtime can also be really strong if you sit in the back car, and the views of the beach are great. The ride only costs about $7 to ride, which is pretty reasonable when compared to other boardwalk parks. If you're up in California, visiting the NorCal parks, make sure to add the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk to your agenda, so you can snag a ride on one of the best classic coasters ever built. Number 5. Joker. This is definitely not the worst RMC, and I honestly don't know why people keep saying that. In just under a minute of ride time, Joker accomplishes 3 inversions, a 78-degree drop, and like all RMCs, a ton of airtime. It's definitely the best ride in the park with no doubt, and if the airtime was just a little bit stronger, the ride would be elite. Number 4. Racer. Out of Kennywood's 3 wooden coasters, Racer is my personal favorite. Not many talk about the ride's airtime, which plays a key role into the ride's fun factor. But of course, the racing aspect is the main draw to this ride. You get insanely close to the other train, even to the point where you can high-five the other passengers. I definitely won't skip out on Racer if I was at the park, and you shouldn't either. Number 3. New Mexico Rattler. Most enthusiasts never get the chance to ride this credit due to its location in New Mexico. The ride definitely isn't the smoothest anymore, but the airtime lives up to the hype. The Rattler is also really strong due to the ride's mostly unbanked turns, which all adds up to be one of my favorite whirling coasters I've ridden. Number 2. Dragon Mountain. This is probably the most bizarre and unique coaster I've ever ridden. The long stretched out portions of track don't really do anything, and the whole layout doesn't make a lot of sense. The clear highlight of the ride for me is definitely the point where you enter a tunnel. It feels like you pick up so much speed here while in complete darkness. The first time I rode, I really had no idea what to expect there, and I was really shocked with the turnout. Dragon Mountain is one of the best aero coasters I've ridden, and hopefully the ride stays around for a lot longer. Number 1. Flight Deck. This is definitely the most underrated inverted coaster ever built, at least I know of, making it worthy of a number 1 spot on the list. The ride is short without a doubt, but the intensity is super high, especially during night. Honestly, I can't get enough of this ride, and it's undoubtedly the number 1 underrated coaster I've ridden. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more uploads here from our coasters. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the front row.